Cambly'yi biliyoruz. Anadili İngilizce olan kişilerle canlı olarak görüşmemizi sağlayan ve benim de daha önceki videolarımda sıkça kullandığım bir uygulama. Peki Cambly Kids nedir? Anadili İngilizce olan çocuklarla canlı olarak görüşmemizi sağlayan bir uygulama mı? Yoksa daha farklı bir şey mi? Bu videoda Cambly'nin çocuklara özel olan Cambly Kids ürününü inceleyeceğim. Normalde bu şekilde sponsorlu videoları çok fazla yapmıyorum. Ancak bu tür teklifler geldiğinde tek şartım o ürünü eğrisiyle doğrusuyla inceleyip videoda bunlara her yönüyle yer vermek oluyor. Cambly Kids'i de bir eğitmenle görüşme yapıp sizler için masaya yatırdım. Cambly Kids 4-15 yaş arasındaki çocuklar için uygun. Ben bu yaşı birazcık geçmiş olduğum için eğitmen Nesa beni görünce önce biraz afalladı ama sonrasında ürünle ilgili değerli bilgiler verdi. Elbette bu bilgileri kendisinden dinleyeceğiz ama özetlemem gerekirse Cambly Kids şu şekilde çalışıyor. Cambly'de olduğu gibi burada da bir hesap oluşturuyoruz. Ancak acele etmeyin çünkü bu videonun sonunda paylaşacağım indirim koduyla bu hesabı oluşturursanız %45 indirim kazanacaksınız. Hesabı oluşturduktan sonra bizden çocuk eklememiz istenecek. Mesela benim Ali, Veli ve Deli isimli 3 tane çocuğum var. Ders randevularını, yaşları ve gereksinimleri farklı olabilen bu 3 çocuğa özgü olarak oluşturabiliyoruz. Dikkat ederseniz randevu oluşturuyoruz dedim. Çünkü normal Cambly'den farklı olarak böyle çevrimiçi gördüğümüz eğitmenin üstüne tıklayıp derse giremiyoruz. Öncesinden, hatta günler öncesinden randevu oluşturmak gerekiyor. Günler öncesinden dememin sebebi ise Cambly Kids'teki eğitmen sayısının Cambly'ye göre daha az olması ve yüksek puanlı eğitmenlerin geceden havlu atılan şezlong gibi çok önceden kapılıyor olması. Peki neden Cambly Kids'te daha az sayıda eğitmen var? Aman çocuk değil mi? Kim olsa öğretir demedikleri için Cambly Kids bu eğitmenleri büyük bir özenle seçiyor. Sadece ana dilin İngilizce olma şartı aranmıyor. Aynı zamanda gerekli pedagojik vasıflara sahip olma şartı da gözetiliyor. Derslerin süresi ise 30 dakikayla sınırlandırılmış durumda. Çocukların dikkat süreleri daha kısa olduğu için değerli dakikaların boş harcanmaması amacıyla böyle bir sınırlandırma getirilmiş. Nesa'dan öğrendiğim kadarıyla bu derslere veliler de gözlemci olarak katılabiliyor ve hatta ders sırasında anlatılanları öğrenip sonrasında tekrar yaptırabilmeleri için bu durum teşvik de ediliyor. Şimdi lafı daha fazla uzatmadan Nesa ile yaptığım diyaloğa geçelim ve Cambly Kids hakkında merak ettiklerimizi o cevaplasın. Hi Nesa.
Hi Ozar, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing lovely. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so this is Cambly Kids. Tell me about it, how it works. What is Cambly Kids and what is its difference from the normal Cambly that we use?
All right, so Cambly Kids is predominantly targeted to children. So pretty much children of all ages, literally focused on helping children learn English. And there are so many different levels of English that we go through with the kids. And the difference between Cambly and Cambly Kids is that Cambly Kids is really focused on the kids. It's all the lesson plans are designed for children, whereas Cambly Classic is it's mostly based on conversation, and it's predominantly adults that are on Cambly Classic. You need to be more, you need to be able to interact with kids because not everyone is able to teach adults and kids.
Yes.
So I think kids require a certain type
of energy, patience.
Exactly.
Yeah, it must
a lot per kid. So I would say that's the main reason why, because it's like a separate thing. You can be on Cambly Classic, because I do both, but I mostly focus on children because I love working with children. But yeah, it's just a separate application.
Yeah, that's so important, Yeah, I like kids, but, I can't tolerate them for a longer period of time,
Exactly.
That's a whole different story,
Exactly.
Liking a kid and tolerating them for extended periods.
I think teaching a kid is different sometimes. It's a little bit harder because it really requires patience. Because playing with a kid is one thing, but teaching a kid is a different thing, right?
when you try to ask them some questions, they must tend to answer them with yes or no. What kind of strategy do you follow to make them not say no or yes, but to give some longer answers?
Right. So it really depends on the kids, right? Some kids, you ask them a question, do you like the color blue? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why do you like the color blue? Right? Mm-hmm. Or you have to ask them, what is your favorite color? And then they will say blue. And then you want more. So you'll say, okay, blue is my favorite color. And then they can repeat word by word, or if they're a little bit more advanced, they can repeat the whole sentence, right? But generally, you try to make it a little bit fun and a little bit interactive, and you try to avoid asking the yes or no questions.
What's a typical lesson like? I mean, your lessons, how does it start and how does it end? What are the contents?
So it really varies. It really varies. It depends on the level of the child, because some kids are more advanced, whereas some people are not. And it depends also how many lessons we've done together. So some children, if it's their first lesson, I definitely try to warm up, get to know them, ask them what they like, what they don't like, their favorite color, favorite food. That's my favorite question. Favorite food. So we just warm up a little bit. And then there's usually a structured lesson that Cambly provides, depending on the level that the kid is at. And then we just start doing the lessons. Sometimes we elaborate more on one subject, because I like to give the kids some time to talk and give their ideas and what they think. And then also sometimes you have kids that are a little bit more advanced and they prefer telling you about their day. So you really just go with the flow that day.
Okay, so I see that you have some toys over there. Do you use them during the lessons?
Well, yeah, this is my little, I don't use him that much, but he gets a lot of attention. I think he gets more attention than I do. I actually don't have a name, so I was thinking of doing a competition where my students will be able to name him.
Have you ever had any students from Turkey?
I have plenty of students from Turkey.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I have a lot of students from Turkey.
What are their ages usually?
The majority I have are all above, they're all above 5 years old. Usually they range from, let's say 6. Yeah, I would say from 6 to about 13, 14. I have a few Turkish students, yes.
Okay, so do they all go to private colleges or?
Definitely not. No. Not all of them go to private colleges. They just some of them go to regular schools. Some of them, maybe they do go to a private school. But I think the thing with Cambly, what's so great about Cambly is it takes kids with all different levels of English, and we all have the same vision, and it's just to teach the kids English, right? So that's what's good. We don't have it's for private school students, or no, it's for everyone.
That's great, because there's such a misconception that, my child's English has to be perfect to log into Cambly Kids, or I will be embarrassed, or she will be embarrassed. There is such a misconception.
It's a big misconception, because the way we learn is by making mistakes. Yeah. Even a native speaker can make mistakes sometimes. It's just normal, right? Yeah. And the best way to learn is to make the mistake so that next time you don't repeat it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And kids do not have to be perfect. I think what is so rewarding about Cambly Kids sometimes is having that student that does not speak English very well or cannot read very well. And then 3-4 months down the road, it's a different child. It's a total transformation, and you feel very proud, right?
Oh, that's wonderful. So you can observe that process.
Of course. And I think that is the most rewarding thing about Cambly Kids.
Yeah, it can be one of the best investments that you can invest to your child, rather than buying them lots of toys, hundreds of toys, Legos.
Of course. Like I travel the world, I've traveled the world and I still currently travel the world. And I can say that English is such an important language because all over the world, no matter where you are, if they don't speak the language, if you don't speak the local language, but you speak English, you will always be able to communicate. You will always be able to find a job. So I always encourage parents, even some of my own family members that live in Europe or otherwise with kids, I say, register them for Cambly or at least an English course. I always try to do like 15 minutes or at least 10 minutes of just talk time.
Yeah.
Free talk. We can talk about anything you want. And then we'll focus on the lesson. So we'll read, we'll try to understand what we're reading. Yes. But I think it's so important because you can have all the rules in your head. You can know all the words, but speaking is so different. And I think with kids as well, like, they come and they're so shy, they're nervous. They think they don't want to try to speak because they think, well, I'm not going to say it right. It's not going to come right. So I think also our job as like tutors and teachers, our job is to make them feel comfortable enough and to make them understand that they're in a safe space. We are not here to make fun of you. No, we actually want you to learn. So make that mistake. It's okay because we're going to learn from it, right?
Kids tend to be shy. When I ask a kid a question, a simple question, and sometimes I don't get answers because he or she is shy. And you try to make them speak English, for Christ's sake. It must be so difficult, to make a child speak another language, a language other than his native language.
Right.
Way
so you know what? It's very hard. Of course it is. But that's why I think it's also important to engage in a conversation about what the child likes because it will open them up more, right? Yes. Like for example, you have you have a little boy. He doesn't want to speak to you in English. He wants to play with a Spider-Man toy. So, a Spider-Man toy? Who do you like more?
Yeah.
Spider-Man or Iron Man? And then the conversation starts flowing.
Yes, because he has a lot to talk about Spider-Man.
Exactly. He knows a lot. No. But it makes them feel comfortable and they open up more. And it's better for you and it's better for him or the kid. Sometimes when parents sit in on the lesson, just to see how we work with the kids, because some of the techniques that we use, they can also try to apply that at home with the kids, right?
So do they get to sit during the classes?
Of course. They're more than welcome to attend the class with the child. Like they can be there. A lot of parents are sometimes just in the background. They listen, they hear everything. So at least they know after the class, they can always practice the same strategies that we use, the same words or whatever we learned. They can practice that later with their child. So that's always a bonus. It's always a plus for us. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Cambly Kids is one of the best companies I've ever worked for because it allows, what makes Cambly great is because we allow the kids to be themselves, right? We're not strict. We don't have to go by this rule. No, we literally go with the flow. So if your child comes, he's in a bad mood, we don't have to be like, well, we have to do the lesson. No, we do not. We don't have to follow the lesson. We can have a chat. You can speak to me and tell me about your day, why you're sad. As long as you speak in English and we get to incorporate some new vocabulary, it works for us, right?
Yes.
Once you find a tutor that works for you, it becomes like family sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for all this information that you gave us today.
You're most welcome.
Bir dili öğrenmenin en iyi yolu o dile maruz kalmak ve aktif kullanmak. Sıradan İngilizce derslerinde öğrenilen birçok kelime ders sonrasında unutulabilir. Ancak bunları cümle içinde kullanmak ve telaffuzlarını duymak kalıcı öğrenmeye fayda sağlar. Ayrıca yabancı bir dilde kendini ifade edebilmek çocuklara özgüven aşılar ve iletişim becerilerini son derece güçlendirir. Hele ki bu dersler oyunlar, şarkılar ve quizlerle daha eğlenceli hale getirilirse yarım saatlik o dersin bitiminde çocuklar sevinmez, tam tersine üzülür. İşte siz de tüm bu nedenlerle yabancı eğitmenlerle konuşturan uygulamalardan çocuğunuzun da faydalanmasını istiyorsunuz. Ancak bunu yaparken çocuğunuzun dilinden anlayan, mecazi anlamda, onun gereksinimlerini bilen ve özel olarak seçilmiş eğitmenler arıyorsunuz. İşte Cambly Kids tam da bunun için tasarlanmış bir uygulama. Çocuğunuz sizin gözetiminizde birebir canlı derslere katılıyor ve bu dersler tamamen çocuğunuzun ihtiyaçları doğrultusunda şekillendiriliyor. Yani bana sorarsanız gerekli ve yerinde bir uygulama olmuş. Eleştirebileceğim tek yönü eğitmen sayısının şimdilik az olması ve randevuların önceden alınması zorunluluğu. Bunun dışında sitenin kullanımı gayet kolay ve normal Cambly'de olduğu gibi geçmiş dersleri bilgisayarınıza indirebiliyorsunuz. Beğenmediğim ve önermediğim bir uygulamanın bırakın tanıtımını, inceleme videosunu dahi yapmam ve bu yönde bana gelen pek çok teklifi reddettiğimi de dürüstlükle söyleyebilirim. Ağacı yaşken eğmek istiyorsanız Cambly Kids'i denemelisiniz. Özel Kids 4 indirim kodu ile kaydolursanız ben bir şey kazanmayacağım ama siz %45'lik bir indirim kazanacaksınız. Yalnız bu kod kısa bir süre geçerli olacak. Sonrasında başka bir kod paylaşılmış ise bu videonun açıklamalar kısmında bulabilirsiniz. Size ve çocuğunuza bol İngilizceli günler diliyorum. Hoşça kalın.